Kia ora koutou. Hello everyone from the Forsyth Bar Stadium in Dunedin. Week 1 of the 2024 NZ Rugby League National Men's Premiership continues this afternoon as Otago host Waikato. Courtney Tyree joins me in commentary.
Kia ora. Thank you for having me. Great to be here. Great to see our rugby league get underway just yesterday. We were treated to some great matches by both our Tāne and our Wahine, and it continues today for a weekend full of rugby league.
Let's have a look at yesterday's highlights, and it was the Auckland Vulcans up against the Akarana Falcons, and Courtney, you were on this game. Auckland dominated this display.
Yeah, they sure did. The Akarana Falcons, they opened up the scoring, but then it went all the way of Auckland, and they really utilised their kicks here. We've seen in these highlights some chips through. We're able to find space between the fullback and the defenders and just followed them through. This was a great one here from Paddy Vaivai, just using all his pure strength to force himself over. Mind you, I will say he also was kicking conversions too, so great to see a great start by Auckland.
And then, of course, Counties Monaco, they played Bay of Plenty, and they put on a big display as well, winning by 40 points to 0.
Yeah, it was great work here by Counties. They've got a great club base down in South Auckland, and they really showed their dominance. And just, we talk about the first games of stringing together, the teams coming together, but it looked like they'd been training together for a while, which they haven't been. So it was great to see this quality of rugby league so early on in the season.
So those are the results yesterday, and those are the matches to come as well. Of course, Otago taking on Waikato, that's up next. Then Canterbury taking on Wellington in the women's. Those are the results for the women's there. Falcons over the Vulcans and Stingrays over Waikato. As we have a look at the starting lineup for the Otago side today, and there it is: Brown, Samate, Morris, Api Neru, Manuika, McKenty and Latu make up the back line, and a powerful forward pack of Allison, Murphy, Anstis, Free, Whanua and Moasika making up the starting 13. David Reddy, the head coach of this Otago side, as we caught up with their camp earlier.
Well, David, opening game season, how's the prep been leading up to this?
I te tuatahi moroki anō, ngā mihi ka rere ki te whareareki o te kingitanga ki tō tātou kuini hau. Kuini ngā wai hono i te pō, o te rā, ki ngā iwi katoa o te motu, kei te kingi o te kotaitanga, kia kingi tu heitia, e moi, e moi. Yeah, we're looking forward to the season, opening game, and it's the first time we've actually ever played Waikato in a game, rugby league topside, so it's another bit of history for us, and we've been collecting a bit of history along the way, so it's pretty exciting, and yeah, team's prepared well.
Awesome. So you made it to the semis last year. Is the goal to go one better this year?
The goal's always to go one better, but that's definitely on our list. We had a taste last year, we want to get back. We feel like we've improved a little bit this year. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
So let's have a look now at the Waikato side to play Otago down here in Dunedin. Tai Toko, Tailulu, Erehi, Etuali, Karena, Baretoka, Ponga Sullivan and Reihana make up the back line, and to the forwards, Moala, Watini, McLaren, Penny Gestro, Raihi and Rangi, the captain in the number 20 jersey, as we caught up with their camp earlier on as well.
So it's your first game in, I've just heard, in the Forsyth Bar Stadium. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, look, everyone's just buzzing out. As soon as we walked in here and saw the stadium and what it's like, we just started getting envious, and hopefully Waikato Stadium can do the same in the next couple of years.
Awesome. Well, you won't get any rain. What are you expecting from the Whalers today?
Oh look, it's a Premiership competition, so we expect them to be, ferocious. It's their home ground, and they want to uphold the mana of the whenua here. So yeah, we're expecting them to come out firing, and yeah, hopefully we brought all the mauri from home up here today.
Awesome. And your coach isn't with us today?
Yeah, our coach is here, but he's asked me to come along just because of the week that we've had leading into this. Of course, the loss of our king to Heitia, Pōtatau, Te Whero Te Tuawhetsu, and all of our boys, they come from different clubs in the Waikato, but we all came together to do our bit for the tangihanga, and so, while we were mourning throughout the week gone, it's also a celebration with the new queen, ngā waihono i te pō, so ke te ariki nui e mihi ana ki a koe.
Kia ora, thank you very much, and all the best for the match.
Lovely words as the teams are out onto the park now, and we are going to have a moment's silence now for the Māori King, as well as the mother of Minisali Fafita, player on the Otago side, whose mother passed away sadly in the week. So teams having their final team meetings. It's good to have Provincial Rugby League back at this part of the season. And it's going to be Waikato to kick off to Otago, right to left as we can see it, as week 1 of the New Zealand Rugby League Premiership continues. Thank you for your company here on Sky Sport. Waikato, finalists in 2017, have never won the Premiership. Can season 2024 be their year? Here we go. So Reihana gets things going, and Otago will have first touch. As they use a bit of width early, and taking the first hit up is their big number 10, Murphy. Now, Ellison moving it on. Otago this time through Fafita. Ellison. Otago just short of the 40-metre line and a penalty early.
Yeah, disappointing for Waikato to give away a penalty early. You can see Otago just going to work, just going straight up the middle, using their big forwards, charging runs. And Waikato will be disappointed to give away some cheap metres here.
Otago on the halfway, tap taken. Here is Apineru, the first hit up. On that Waikato 10-metre mark, playing dummy half is McKenty, moves it on. Now Ellison gets it out. Otago using width again, and Fafita pumping the legs, got the offload away as well. Otago nearly getting through the other side. There it is for free. 15 metres out and another penalty.
And this is when Waikato defence will have to adjust. Just staying in there a little bit too long. The ref's not going to have any of it, so they need to start changing that.
Ellison takes a tap. Murphy charges it up. Up inside the attacking zone now, Otago. Left and right options for Ellison. Throws the dummy, they got the pass away. Turning in the tackler, getting close is Anstis. Ball still there though. Ellison with a quick go. Short. Centimetres. Anstis played dummy half. Now gets off of Fafita again, who winds up. Still just short of the line. Now they go again to the short side. Otago. Ball on the inside for Anstis. Can't get through this time. Semi slipped over as well. Now Ellison. Now a stabbing grubber kick from McKenty, and Waikato have possession.
Oh, great pick up there by Penegestro. Just picked the ball straight into his hands, using a bit of his physicality just to bump off the defender and get his team out of trouble. Great work by Waikato there, just withstanding attacking charges, repeated sets from Otago.
So this is Tululu for Waikato. Wateni playing dummy half, their first set for the away side. Wateni again. Now, quick hands from Waikato as they charge up to the 40. Playing the ball is Moala. Wateni again moves it on to Reihana, who puts boot to ball. Nice high kick. Otago in position. And they'll take it back through Manuika. Now Allison hits the short side. Ball there for Morris. Up to the halfway. Quick go again this time from Allison. Up over the 40. This is good yardage from Otago as they come out to the open. Fafita, ball on the inside, charging it up again is Murphy. Allison now free. Taking it in. Allison again, McKenty, penalty Waikato.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate end there to Otago. A great set for them, great eyes up football from their hooker Ellison. Notice that the markers weren't set and just gaining those meters for his side. Unfortunately, a sloppy play the ball handing over possession to Waikato. But you can see Waikato already just having to be on. Oh, and they don't. Oh, they just find touch. I was going to say it's already taken its toll on them how much defense they've had to do with only 4 minutes in.
Waikato on the halfway, charging it up, and they've lost the ball. They've Waikato. Otago have pounced on the scraps. Anstis has it, but a good result for Otago. Good defence.
You can see it here, a charging run from Rangi. And that's the kind of enthusiasm you want, but you can't afford to just hand over possession so early in the set. But you can see what he was trying to do, ignite some enthusiasm on attack for his Waikato side.
Otago just inside their own half. Still 0-0 the score after 6 minutes. Now Messina moves it on. Quick hands from Morris. Now injecting himself as Brown. Up over the halfway. Nice little run. Up over the 40. Playing the ball is Manuika. Allison at first receiver. Fafita again, dropping the shoulder. Gets past the first defender and got the offload away as well. Allison. This is good work from Otago again. On the charge they come. Latu moving it wide. Stepping in an opportunity here for Otago. They're going to get the first try. That's a stunning try for Apineru.
Oh, great try for Otago. You can see it just building. What I like about this team so earlier on, they've got great structure. You can see everyone knows where they're meant to be. They're playing with depth. Running great lines. You saw there the edges just held back, just waited until they used that width. It started all here, a great run, and then also an offload. And then they just, you can see the way the players are running the correct lines, send the ball out wide, knowing that they're going to be there. And then great work from Apineru, just backed himself to go straight through 3 Waikato defenders.
Otago with the first try, a good start. Of course, semi-finalists last season. And so, Apineru with the first try. The extra 2 points attempt coming up for McKenty.
And they look good early, Otago, don't they? As I said, they've just got their nice structures set up. Everyone knows exactly where they're meant to be.
Conversion near the corner for McKenty. Good kick. Fantastic. 6-0. Otago in front.
And we have another look at it here. Apineru just backed himself, took on the fullback, went straight over the top of Paitoko. That's the kind of confidence you love to see so early on in the season as well. Just players backing himself. Could have shifted the ball out wide to his winger too. So great options there for Otago, attacking wise early.
Waikato kick off through Punga Sullivan. Otago with the first try. They've drawn first blood and they'll bring it back again. This time, Murphy. Now, move it on again. Brown played dummy half, got the pass away. Otago. Making meters again, Allison. That was Latu, now Ellison again. McKenty coming across, some space again for Otago. Samate down this right wing, putting on the afterburners, still going up to the 20-metre line. Lost his trousers in the process, but Otago on the attack. Waikato under pressure, McKenty kicks it across field and nearly set up a knock on instead. And a scrum coming up for Waikato, but Otago are starting to open them up.
Well, they sure are, and they're really using that width, and it always starts off the back of their forwards. Fafita had another charging run down the other end, and then just off the back of that, they were able to shift the ball wide. I like that they play what's in front of them, and it all starts from their hooker in Ellison, and they see space out wide. They're not afraid to go there early, get the ball out to their edges. This is very smart here. Could have gone up and win again, but just played the ball knowing that Waikato defence was still retreating. And I tell you what, it looked good. He almost had it. And Waikato can breathe a sigh of relief, I think.
Yes, well, they've been under the pump. They have Waikato, and now deep inside their own territory. They look to drive out of it. This is Karena. Now Watene. Here is Tululu. Now Watene draws in the defence, got the pass away. There it is for Boala. Now driving it up. This is Rangi, plays the ball quickly. Watene again up over the halfway. Watene drawing in the defence, then got the pass away. Down that right wing touch for Baratoka. Kick's gone too far though. And it'll be a 20-metre restart coming up for Otago.
Yeah, an unfortunate end for Waikato to that set because they gained good metres. Would have liked to just trap Otago down their end. And this is what's been hurting Waikato, is allowing these offloads. Instead of just taking the play to ground.
Absolutely, Otago making meters again. There it is for Manuika. Now Allison, short ball. Samate gets involved from the right wing. Now Allison goes to the left. There it is for Murphy. On the Waikato 40-metre line again. Now Allison taking it in as free this time. Allison hits the short side. Manisa moving it wide. Now Otago break through, and they're gonna score another try. This time it's Morris. Otago on fire at the moment.
Well, they sure are. And what I like about this Otago side is they've got multiple options. You can see all their forwards putting their hands up just to cart the ball up the field. And it starts to draw in the Waikato defence. And then just with the smarts of Ellison, shapes to go right, goes the short side. And once again, they're just able to sneak through that defence there of Waikato. And score one right under the post. And they'll be very happy with this start, Otago. You can see them just shift the ball out to their edges nice and early. And they're able to go straight through with Morris.
So 2 tries to none so far. Otago in control. And now the extra 2 points again from McKenty. Right in front of the sticks this time, an easier kick. And it's going to be 12 points to nil after 13.
And a dream start to open their campaign for Otago. They'll be very happy with this. As you said, semi-finalists last year. They want to go one better. They want to go all the way to the big dance. They look fit. They've got good structures. They look very well gelled as well. We found with a lot of the teams yesterday, they're still trying to figure each other out. With a lot of players playing together at club level, but when you come to this this representative level. It's all about coming together as a team, figuring each other out, getting that timing right, but it looks like Otago have that already.
So Waikato restart Otago, bring it back again. This is Murphy again. It's been all Otago at the moment. Now Fafita. To put down the big forward. Now Allison straightening up as Latu. Allison again. McKenty drawing in the defence, then goes wide. Now Brown again injecting himself up over the halfway, puts in the fend and sets off. Brown still going. Oh, he's too good, is he? Will he have the pace? Yes. Another try for Otago.
Well, you can hear the crowd. They're cheering. They're being treated to absolute stunning attacking football from their Otago side. End-to-end football here, exciting. And I mentioned earlier the depth that they're playing with, and Brown just out the back. They sent the dummy runner forward and they sent him to the edges, knowing that he's got the speed and just also the footwork. A great chase by Dungy. Unfortunately couldn't get him. And the tries just keep rolling for this Otago side. And Waikato there, you can see them just in their in goal having a chat. And we saw the Wahine yesterday and we heard from their captains, and it has to be said for this men's side too. They've had such a big week down in the Waikato for the tangihanga of our kingi, and so most of these players were at the tangihanga working, doing the mahi all day, not finishing till late at night, and then having to go and try and fit in trainings too. So it's not lost on us just what a week both these Waikato sides have had, and they haven't really had much time to focus on their rugby league, much time to do their training.
So Otago 16-0 up. After 16 minutes. Again, Punga Sullivan kicks off Otago with another set. Murphy again with another hit up. Brown at dummy half. Moves it on again for Fafita. Got the offload away. Otago taking it in through Marcina. Now Allison taking on the line is free. Nearly got through the other side again. Allison quick play the ball. Gets it out. McKenty, nice passing for Morris, who steps again. Still going, hard to put away. Morris. In fact, up in near to my mistake. Otago up to the 40-metre mark. Here it is for Allison. Now free. "35 metres out. Allison left and right options. Comes the left. Murphy. Marcina goes wide again. Now Morris. He straightens. Got the offload away. Fafita on the charge. Is he going to be stopped? No, he won't. Too powerful. Too strong.
And he's putting his hands up and he gets a try. I wonder if he did slam the ball down over the try line, but it's been awarded. You can see some of the Waikato players putting their hands up. But it's great work here. As I said, they love to shift the ball early to their edges. Plenty of work to be done by Morris. Flicks it out the back door to Fafita, who takes on the fullback, Taitoko, who gives away a lot in size. And Fafita, he's been damaging early for this Otago side. Every time he has the ball in hand, he's been able to create something, whether it's the offload, whether it's draw 3-4 defenders. So great to see him rewarded with the try.
Well, at this point, Otago are beating the clock. 20 points on the board. The 2 points still to come. McKenty will line up this conversion again. Conversion, good. 2 points are there. 19 minutes gone, 22 points to 0. Otago in control.
Well, they're in complete control, and they've had majority of the possession this game too. Mind you, every time they do receive the ball from the kickoff, it is down their own end, and they're just able to make their way to the other end of the field and put points on the scoreboard. Something Waikato will need to think about is just trying to keep them down this end of the field, using their line speed defensively to keep them down here and try and get their hands. Oh, they've opted for the short kickoff.
It's going to bounce into touch, and who will get the ball back? Looks like Otago will. No, they won't. Waikato will, in fact. So they'll get the scrum. It's what they need. They need possession.
That's right. That's exactly what they needed. Good to see them use the Rotaki, the strategy, to opt for the short kickoff, get the ball back. They've only had one completed set of football so far, and the other time they had possession, unfortunately they coughed the ball up early. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do here to get down the other end of the field, but also if they can't put some points on the scoreboard to get repeat sets, start building that pressure against this Otago side, who have been very, very good early.
Absolutely. Waikato now with possession and a bit of field territory as well. Now, Watene moves it on the park now as Sula. Waikato desperate to score next. Watene hits the right-hand side. Now Rangi moves it quickly. Nice quick hands, hot potato stuff from Waikato. Straightening up here, a chance, and the try will be scored under the post. That's what Waikato needed. And Penny Gestro gets it for Waikato.
Well, you're right. That's exactly what they needed, and it's great to see what they can do when they do have the ball on attack. We get a look at it here, and they just shifted out to this right edge. Some great lines being run by their players, and then Karina just uses his footwork and gives the offload to his supporting player, and they go over for the try.
Much needed try just to close the gap slightly. And this entertaining game of rugby league continues. It's going to be Reihana who will line up for the extra 2.
One thing we noticed yesterday with the games is just how quickly momentum can shift in these matches, and that's exactly what Waikato have done here. And while their players are heading back down towards the other end of the field, they'll be talking about, right, off this kickoff, let's just maintain possession. Let's start to build that pressure against Otago. Even though the scoreboard's against us, we're on the scoreboard now. And let's start building off the back of this try.
Extra 2-point attempt from Reihana. It is good. So 22 points to 6 after 22 minutes into this game. High scoring affair at the moment.
Also great to see some rugby league getting played down at Forsyth Bar under the roof. Stunning place to play our sport. So no doubt we heard it from Waikato earlier that they're very happy to be playing down there under the roof.
Yes, it's great to see provincial rugby league playing at these big stadiums as Waikato return the kickoff. This is Watene. Now again, solid running from Sula. Waikato have a spring in their step now and a penalty for the away team.
You can hear the players, they were calling for it. And we saw it early with Waikato when they were on defence, giving away 2 of those penalties. So great to see the consistency here from our referees. And Otago just staying too long in the ruck there.
Well, Waikato will have the ball on the halfway. Now Watene moves it on quickly for Sula again. He's been busy off the bench for Waikato. Now Watene hits the right-hand side this time, making some good yardage up the park. Watene now moves it on quickly. Here it is for Raihi, trying to shrug off his defender. He's done well. Waikato getting close to the attacking zone again. Watene now Rangi coming across. Nice quick hands again from Waikato. Now on the 20-metre line. Quickly again this time, Brown. Looking for the offload. Waikato left and right options. There it is for Watene. Comes back the other way, then kicks it across field. This will be interesting here. Waikato have knocked it on by the looks. And Otago should get the ball back.
And they do, and you can see the smiles on the faces of Otago there. Not allowing Waikato a repeat set or score some more points on the board. Good set by Waikato, but just at the end, on the 5th and last, just looked like they weren't as organised as they would have liked to be. And Watene just rushing to a kick there, which almost worked for them actually, to be fair.
So Otago from deep inside their own half, bringing it back was Morris. Solid contact on him. Now free with a quick go from dummy half. In fact, it isn't free. It's Anstis still going, got the pass away. Chance down the left wing, no. Forward pass the call. A great little run from Anstis. Good support as well from Manuika, but just a slight forward pass.
And once again, I've been impressed with this Otago side, just playing eyes up football, playing what's in front of them. You just notice here, Anstis, he saw that the markers weren't there and just scooted, backed his speed out of dummy half. Great work by him. Unfortunately, the ball went forward. But just off the back of a great Penegestro tackle further up the field from Waikato, using all the physicality, but then Waikato not getting the markers square. And great work by Otago there just to notice that.
Waikato 15 metres inside their own half. Watene moves it on again, this time to Lulu. Up to the halfway. Watene. Now, Irihi Ituali breaking away, got the pass off as well. Waikato making some good metres up the centre of the field. Now Watene quickly playing from dummy half. Good little run from him, got the offload away, it's knocked on, and Otago have possession as they look to set off now. Up the other end of the field, racing away here is Otago. Samate still going, putting in the fend, hard to put away, still going. Finally goes to ground just short of the 20-metre line.
Oh, and a great scrambling defence. Talulu just able to pull Otago down as the Waikato defence still retreating.
Now Otago, Samate plays dummy half. Now they go right. Messina coming across. Otago have numbers to burn here. Fafita probably didn't have to pass. He does so anyway. And no, it's a forward pass.
Well, it was forward, but great work by them. As you said, Fafita could have backed himself. Not being selfish at all. Look to his edges, knowing that they've got the speed out there. Waikato get out of jail free card for that one. Can see it here. They knew that they had numbers out wide. They get the ball to Fafita, nothing but a try line in front of him, and opts to send it out to the edge.
He was not a hungus though. He wants to share the love around.
He should have backed himself.
Yeah.
Backed his speed, backed his strength. We've already seen him do it for a try today. Could have done it again, but as you said, sharing the love around, sending the ball out to the edges. But what end-to-end football we just saw. Waikato just straight up through the middle of the field. Couldn't complete their set, handing the ball over. And Otago just picking up the scraps against the run of play and going straight down the other end.
Now Waikato bringing it back. On the park now is Soti, who got the pass away to Sula. Soti again. Hits the left-hand side now. Raihi moves it quickly. Here's to Lulu. Down this left wing touch. Now Soti. Open side play. There it is for Punga Sullivan. Goes to the heavens. This ball's going to bounce awkwardly. Otago have control of it. Brown from his in goal. Gets past the first defender and manages to get out of trouble. Then Waikato drive him back, and a good result for the away team. A goal line dropout coming up here for Otago.
Oh, that was a great kick. Found the space between the fullback and the winger. Brown was able to get his hands on the ball. Got himself actually out of the in goal, but the Waikato chasers just backing themselves, able to force him all the way back. Forcing the drop kick from this Otago side. It's exactly what Waikato need. A repeat set to keep them down here.
Well, this has been a good second quarter from Waikato so far as they restart to Otago. Waikato will have it on the Otago 20-metre line, and on the attack they go. On the charge this time, Jones winding up. Inside the 10 now, Waikato. Soti comes to the open. It's there for Rehan. It takes on the line. Wrapped up by that Otago defence. 10 minutes to go before half-time. Waikato looking to close the gap again. Soti. Now this time, Brown. He's knocked it on. Otago have it. And they'll come back for the mistake. So, in fact, a mistake from Otago. But no, in fact, Otago, my mistake, will get the scrum. Just out from their own line.
Disappointing for Waikato there. Getting possession, 10 metres out. Getting a chance to attack down on the scoreboard. They can't allow for opportunities like this to go. But also for Waikato, they're having good success through the middle, through their big forward pack. It's just that fine line. They're getting their arms free for the offload, but sometimes it's just securing the ball and not allowing those mistakes to creep into the game.
Neru playing the ball. Otago winding up. Here it is for Morris. Anstis plays dummy half. Ball on the inside again for Fifita. Wrapped up this time. 3 bodies on him. Anstis. Now straightening up for Otago is Brown. On the 40-metre line. Now they come across McKenty. Targeted well by the Waikato defence. Anstis will play dummy half. Now they put in the kick through Masina. Waikato fielded at the back. Tululu's knocked it on backwards. Otago looking to pounce here. They have. Here's a chance. Nearly. Neru and Otago will get the scrum.
Yeah, Talulu did well here. Caught the ball and just knocked free through the tackle. And the refs called it back. Otago to feed the scrum. 30 metres out.
So Otago on the 30-metre line, and they go on the attack. Here it is for Masina. Inside the attacking zone now. Anstis, ball on the inside. Here it is for Murphy winding up. Still going. 7 metres out from the Waikato line. Otago, opportunity here. Now taking on the line, nearly getting through, asking questions is free. Left and right options for Anstis. Drops in the stab and grubber kick, fielded nicely by Waikato, and a penalty for Waikato as well.
Well, Anstis, he thought he got the one-on-one steal, but not to be. Waikato get the penalty here. Look for the chip through. Waikato able to just pick it straight up.
Sula takes the first hit up. Now, Soti. There it is for Karena. Now Soti, quick play from dummy half, has a dab himself up to the halfway. Big defence on him from Fafita. Now Reihana plays dummy half, moved it on to Jones. On the Otago 40, again Soti hitting the right-hand side. Reihana again goes to the heavens. Pressure here on Otago. Waikato coming through. They've reclaimed it. Now they need some support. To ground they go. Play on the call, is it? No. Penalty for Otago.
Oh, and they did well there. A great kick. Hung in the air, putting Otago under pressure. And Waikato were able to come up with it. Just couldn't find his supporting runners quick enough. Elbow hit the ground. Was tempted and threw the ball. Got to chance your arm sometimes.
So Otago find the touchline and they'll get the ball on their own 30-metre line. 5 minutes to go before half-time. An exciting game of rugby league so far. Heap load of tries as Fafita takes the hit up.
And almost getting his arm free again for another offload.
Here it is for Morris. Ball on the inside for Murphy as he takes it in. Anstis now free. Up to the halfway. Good powerful run from the number 13. Anstis, and at dummy half again. Got the pass away. There it is. And a knock on. As Brown tried to take the ball, and now Waikato have possession. On close to their own 30-metre line. Punga Sullivan got the pass away. There it is for Baratoka. Now Soti straightening up and getting through the other side of the defence is Taitoko. Then he knocked it on. Otago will have the ball. Manuika takes it to ground. Now Fafita plays dummy half. Got it on quickly to Brown, the fullback. Bumps off the defender, still going. Powerful run from the fullback. On the halfway, Otago, Manuika, Masina. Now, Apineru, straightening. Anstis moves it on. Otago up to the 40. Wasika taking it to ground there. Now Anstis free, this time again for Brown. Anstis. Now McKenty coming across. Nice wide pass. Samate, that's a forward pass, says the ref.
Oh, and it looked good, didn't it? They saw the space out wide. And his beautiful ball straight out to his winger. Unfortunately, went forward out of their hands. But you can see here, just great eyes up football from McKenty. Notice all the space out there in that the Waikato centre had come inside.
So Waikato, here it is for Soti, got it onto Taitoko. Now Soti to Lulu. He takes it in on their own 40-metre line, Waikato. Now Soti again. This time, Erehi Ituali on the halfway. 2 minutes to play before half-time. Soti again, goes the left. There it is for Punga Sullivan. Gets through the other side. Got the offload away as well. There it is for Soti. This is good support play from Waikato. Keeping this alive. Sula has knocked it on. So to Otago. And we'll go back for the first infringement. And Otago will have possession.
Oh, and that's just been the case of the day for Waikato is ball security. You can see here, just using physicality, bumping defenders off. And they're just able to get the offloads. And they always just try to push it that one little bit extra. probably in that instance better off just going to ground, getting a quick play the ball. That's probably going to be a work on for them as we roll into the second half, is just ball security, knowing when to have those offloads.
Probably enough time for 2 sets, if not 3. Brown takes it to ground. Now Manuika in from dummy half. Quick run from him, makes a handy 10 metres, gets up, has another go. Was it Hal? Yes, he was. Go back, play the ball. Anstis plays dummy half. Messina again. Now pumping the legs is Murphy. On the halfway, Otago. Anstis. Now free, trying to draw in the defence. Up inside the Waikato half they go, Otago. Anstis hits the short side. McKenty, nice double pump, then gets it on. This is good work. Samate down the right wing. Ball on the inside, it's a little bit awkward. It's still on, Otago. No, it's not. Forward past the call.
Oh, and it looks like great attacking football. They just can't quite put the finishing touches on. McKenty knows that there's space out there on that right edge. Keeps sending the ball out there. You can see it here. Great cutout ball. And that was great work. A no-look pass from Api Neru. As we hear the hooter for halftime.
That'll be halftime here at the Forsyth Bar Stadium in Dunedin. 24 points to 6, the halftime score. Otago lead Waikato at the break. And this New Zealand Rugby League National Men's Premiership match between Otago and Waikato. Halftime, 24 points to 6. It's Otago leading at the break as we have a look at the first half highlights. And it was all Otago in that first quarter, Courtney, wasn't it? This bloke and Fafita playing an outstanding game, and Otago crashed over for the first try.
Well, they did. It was, as you said, they had all possession, Otago, and great work from their forwards to just cart the ball up and then send it out to the edges, and Api Neru just backed himself between 3 Waikato defenders. Then we saw this one going to their edges, and once again, you love when these edges just back themselves, and it was all Morris using his footwork and a fend to get through the Waikato defence yet again.
And this onslaught continued for Otago, using the width from inside their own half and going wide. Brown with an outstanding individual effort, ran between defenders, and, well, he had the pace to get there, and that was try number 3 for Otago. At that point, they were beating the clock, and they continued to beat the clock as they went wide. And Fafita, you're not going to stop him from that far out, are you, Courtney?
Well, you're not, and he just used his brute strength there, able to get the ball down. It was a great offload out the back door from Morris on the edge. But this was great from Waikato just to shift the momentum when they actually did finally get possession of the ball. They were able to go over and Cardin and just setting up to put Waikato over for their first try and only try of the first half.
So there you go. 24 points to 6, the halftime score. Otago lead Waikato. Don't you dare go anywhere. The second half is next. Welcome back to the Forsyth Bar Stadium in Dunedin. 24 points to 6, the halftime score. Otago lead Waikato at halftime as we await the two teams to come back out onto the park. Of course, we've got later on today in the Women's Rugby League Premiership, we'll have Canterbury taking on Wellington. Coverage of that starting at 2 p.m. today. As I mentioned, though, 24-6 at halftime between these two teams. And Courtney, if you were the coach at halftime of Waikato, what would you be saying to them?
I would be saying take confidence every time that we have been on attack, that we are able to get up the field, we are able to cause some damage. It's just that ball security and not allowing those errors to creep into the game. I like when they go straight up the middle and they've got the supporting runners there. They're able to catch the Otago defence and able to get some real speed on attack and get the Otago defence retreating when they've got those support players, those support runners. It's just those little areas that allow him to creep in. You know, Waikato, they do love to play that style of footy where they do create those offloads and play. It's almost like playing park footy. And you love seeing that kind of off-the-cuff footy. We see it with the Warriors a lot, but it's just knowing where that fine line is when you do just take the ball to ground and allowing those quick play the balls or forcing that offload.
So Waikato back out onto the park. They were winless last year in the Premiership. And they've never won the Premiership either, though they were finalists in 2017, losing to Akarana in the final that year. But a big ask for the second half. They're down 24 points to 6. Also Otago, semi-finalists last season, losing to Auckland 50 points to 6 in their semi-final last year. Doesn't get easier for them this season either. They've got Counties Manukau up next, followed by Bay of Plenty, Auckland, and Akarana.
We've seen it also with this Otago side, just the errors starting to creep in. A few forward passes, just forcing it on attack. But I mentioned it earlier, it's great to see the way that this Otago team has already gelled together. It's like they've played together for seasons. They know exactly where they need to be. They're doing no-look passes, knowing that their player will be there. They've got that trust in each other, and we've seen that early, and it's reflected on the scoreboard.
Okay, second half underway. Teams are back out on the park as Samate kicks off in Waikato. We'll have touch. Here it is for Raihi, bringing it back for the first hit up of the second half. There it is for Soti to Lulu. Drives it up. Now Soti. Now Rangi. Sula. Driven back by that Otago defence. On the 40-metre line at the moment. Waikato. Hit the right-hand side this time through Brown. Up to the halfway. Soti. Has a run from dummy half. Made it a handy 10 metres. Waikato. Now Punga Sullivan got it on today. Hana goes to the heavens again. Otago under pressure here. And Waikato have knocked it on. And Otago will have possession.
Oh, great kick there from Reihana, as you said, went all the way up to the sky. And Karina was in the right position, just wasn't able to pull it in.
Manuika playing the ball. Here it is for Brown. Now Fafita, in fact, there was Masina, my mistake, got it on Otago. Drive it up through Morris. As they return for their first set. Now Anstis driving it up this time is Apineru, just short of the halfway. Anstis again. Now Whanua on the park, up to the 40. Good handy run from him. Anstis coming across. Nice skill being shown, but into touch it goes, and Waikato will have a scrum. Or at least possession.
And they just tapped it on there. They did have the space out wide. Had the overlap of players. And I suppose when you are up on the scoreboard, 24 points to 6, you can try stuff like that. Fortunately, didn't come off this time for Otago, handing over possession.
Here's Tai Toko. Now Soti, Reihana, dummying. Got the pass away. There it is for Karena on the halfway. Soti. Now charging it further forward is Jones. Good go forward ball from Waikato on the Otago 40. Now they move it quickly. There it is for Brown. Got the offload away to Soti. Now Taitoko. Just short of the attacking zone. Waikato. Left and right options for Soti. Comes the left. Now Rangi. Ball there for Raihi. Got no option but to take it in. Now Soti, Reihana, taking his time, puts in the big bomb again. Pressure here in Otago, and they've done well through Brown, who got away from the first defender and got the pass away. Manuika down this left wing, pinning his ears back. 2 to beat, stepping away Manuika, still going, needs some support. He's by himself at the moment, putting in some very good footwork. Up over the 40 he goes and takes it to ground. Otago on the attack.
Oh, great work there from Manuika. And as you said, was just looking for some support players as Otago shifted out to this right edge.
Looking very dangerous. Otago will score easy as that. One of the easiest tries for Muasika. And a try for Otago to start the second half.
Oh, great work from this Otago side. Started down the other end of the field. A very high kick from Waikato and Reihana. Had all the time in the world, but Brown was able just to get the ball here right on his line and then send it out to his edge. Manuika, plenty of work to do, backed himself down the left edge. Waikato defence were able to get there, forcing him back in field. He's just waiting. I think he almost looked at the ref, thinking it's he my support player to pass the ball to. Goes to ground, but you can see Waikato defence still retreating, not quite set up enough. And a big hole there for Otago and Muasika to go over and open up this scoring in the second half.
Otago get off to a good start this second half and they increase their lead. And now the extra 2-point attempt from McKenty. Conversion, no, not good. 28-6, Otago lead.
First conversion missed there for McKenty. He's been on point today, heavily involved in the attack of Otago. Also kicked 4 of the conversions.
Six minutes into this second half. As Waikato kick off to Otago again. There it is for Fafita. Been a weapon today for Otago. Has scored a try, has been involved in a few assists as well. There it is for Murphy. Anstis will play dummy half. Moves it wide. Taking it in for Otago is Brown. On the halfway. Anstis moves it to the right now. McKenty double pumps again, intercepted. Tululu's got it for Waikato. He needs some support. Got the pass away. Now Ponga Sullivan stepping towards the left wing. And he keeps inside the field to play. Waikato, though, on the attack. Otago scrambling back in defence. Tululu moves it on. Now here it is for Reihana. Waikato through the hands here. Stepping is Karena. Got the pass away. Taitoko stepping. Nearly slipping through. Attacking options left and right as Soti moves it on. Reihana puts his head down. Tries to get through. Otago hold him up. Awkward landing. Still there though for Waikato. Deep inside the attacking zone. To the left they go, Rangi. Still going. Now Soti comes back the open side. Now stepping as Jones, got the offload away to Soti, looking for a hole. Can't get through that Otago defence. Waikato still in hot attack. Sula plays dummy half, hits the short side. Now quick hands, here's Raihi. He puts in the stabbing grabber kick. Otago flick it dead. And a goal line dropout coming up for Otago.
Oh, great work there from Waikato to get a repeat set. All started from the intercept from Talulu. Otago looked damaging down that right edge. Talulu able to get his hand on the ball and intercept it. We get another look at it here. You can see they've got 3 players in straight into the hand of Talulu. Did well holding the ball in one hand, shifts it to the other, and was able to get the ball to Punga Sullivan, who's just taken to ground.
Short restart from Otago. They've tapped it back and they should have possession. Marcina from his own in goal. Runs it out, puts in the fend as well. And Otago will have possession, a good result for them. Now Brown drives it up. Now Anstis got it on. Morris straightening, lost the ball in the process. Waikato have it. "35 metres out from the Otago line. Tai Toko in a first receiver. Coming across, drawing in the defence, got the pass away. There it is for Baretoka, looking for a hole, looking for a channel. Soti comes the left. Ball on the inside, Rangi injecting himself, getting through, nearly getting to the try line. 4 metres out from the line, Soti comes the right-hand side, Reihana. Now Tai Toko. Keep going wide, they go Waikato. There's the offload, there it is. Chance for Waikato in the corner, still playing with it. Keeping it alive, it's still there for Waikato. Taking it in as Jones. And now time is off.
Unsure what the ref has called here. Oh, an injury to Otago. But you see it here. Rangi, the captain, went oh so close. Just a ball dropped him back under. Great scrambling defence here from Otago. They shifted the ball out to the right edge. Karena did all that he could, flicks the ball back in. And unfortunately, Waikato couldn't quite find the line here. Were able to just maintain possession though. And Muffy will go to the sideline with an injury. He's been outstanding in this game for this Otago side. One of their go-to power forwards. Always putting his hand up every set, gaining valuable yards for his side.
Waikato on the attack, deep inside the Otago defensive zone. And it's going to be Jones to play the ball. So Soti gets it on Reihana. Now driving it up and taking it in, Moala. Now Soti hits the left-hand side, Punga Sullivan, Raihi straightening up, got the offload away, there it is for Tai Toko. He takes it in, slight mistake. And Otago will have the ball.
Waikato just not as organised as they probably would have liked to be on that last one. Just coughing up possession. Plenty of opportunities there on attack. They'll want to try and pin Otago down here now.
Now Brown takes it in. Otago. This is Anstis. Charging forward Otago. That was Samate. Powerful run from him. Now they go quickly to the left. Using the width again and straightening up again. Was that try scorer from before? Moasika got the offload away. Now on the charges for Fita. On the halfway. Otago making some real handy meters here. Anstis gets it on now, free. Takes on the defence. Taking in the tackle by McLaren. Now for Fita. He puts in the chip over the top. Waikato in position. And they'll take that through Baretoka. And he'll take it to ground for Waikato. As Otago trying to strip the ball away, they won't do so.
Well, they've been very good at that, Otago. Every time Waikato has the ball, they've got good line speed on defence, but also if it's a one-on-one, they do try and strip the ball. So they try and use all the tools in their kit to try and turn over possession or make it as hard as possible for this Waikato side.
Solid defence on Waikato from Otago. That was Karena who took the ball down. Now on the charge is McLaren, the big prop for Waikato. Again, Soti comes to the left. Now Punga Sullivan goes to the heavens. Pressure here on Otago. It's going to go out and they'll have possession.
He probably just came off the boot a little bit wrong there. Not exactly what he would have wanted. Would have wanted to send it a little bit deeper for his side. And Otago just allowing the ball to bounce out. Getting possession back.
Otago. Take it to ground. Through Apineru. Anstis gets up. Has a dab himself from dummy half. Apineru. In fact, this is McKenty, moves it on. Now Samate, and a mistake from Otago.
Yeah, the pass was forward. Just saw McKenty. He wanted to get that ball away to his winger in Samate. But he was just slightly in front. Couldn't resist. And hands back possession to Waikato. They'll feed the scrum. It's a real opportunity here for Waikato on attack. They've been good at using real width of the field. They've opted to go the short side.
Here it is for Tululu. Nowhere to go, driven back by the Otago defence. Now Soti, McLaren getting involved. Now Soti, Rangi, Moala bumping off the first defender. Waikato again. Here it is for Soti. Throws the dummy, nearly fooling everyone. Now Punga Sullivan gets past the first defender, still going short. 1 metre out, Waikato. There's a quick play, and there's a quick try. Waikato score. Soti gets it for Waikato.
Well, and that's great work from Waikato, especially through their spine. I've been impressed with the way Soti has come on. It's been a great impact off the bench, providing great service out of dummy half. Knows when to just back himself and go. Gets a quick play the ball for Punga Sullivan, who again just goes straight up. And just between these two together, quick fast men using their feet around the ruck and just working together to put each other over for a try.
Reihana will add the extra 2 points, closes the gap slightly. 25 minutes to play. And Waikato are playing catch-up. Two points are there, 28-12, 24 minutes to play, Otago lead.
And Otago, they'll be disappointed that they've been coughing up possession in this second half. We saw it starting to creep in the back end of that first half, and it's continued into this second half. They would have just spoken about a bit more discipline, because they are so dangerous when they do have possession of the ball. When they are on attack, they can play end-to-end footy, score points, be very, very damaging. We saw that with the score in the first half, 24-6. So a big thing for them in this second half is just keeping possession.
Samate kicks off. Waikato will field it through Aihi. Now McLaren. Watene back on the park now for Waikato. Watene. Now Moala. Hard to put down, the big prop for Waikato. Watene. Rangi decides to hold and have a run. Rangi nearly gets through. Up to the halfway. He's always a threat. Watene. Got the pass away now. Taitoko straightening up, back up the ruck, making some fine metres, finding some inroads. Now Watene. Rangi again. Reihana. He puts boot to ball over the top. This will be interesting. Otago field it. Morris saves the day for Otago.
Oh, a great attacking play there from Waikato. You can just see their fast men starting to really come into this game as the big men start to get tired, using their speed and their footwork around the ruck. Once again, though, they'll be disappointed they didn't get a repeat set there. Reihana has all the time, it looks like, one of those players, and just is trying to feel out this Otago defence with his little kicks over the top.
Here it is. Muasika goes wide. Free, straightens up, gets through. Nearly. Look for the offload, decides to take it in. On their own 40, Otago. Anstis. Now McKenzie puts boot to ball, looking for some space at the back. Waikato. From deep inside their own territory, here's Taitoko. Looking to get past the first defender. And takes it to ground. Otago. D up on him. Stepping away is Baretoka for Waikato. Karena moves it quickly this time for Erihi Ituali. Watene. Now to Lulu. Looking for the offload, decides to hold it. On the halfway though, Waikato. Watene hits the short side. Raihi coming across. Penalty for Waikato.
This is exactly what Waikato need off the back of their try. Repeat sets down this end of the field in Otago territory. They'll find the touch and they get another opportunity to attack here.
In the attacking zone, Waikato. They didn't take it on the mark. Told to redo it, so Tululu will tap. Waikato on the attack, looking to close the gap further. Watene. Short ball from Moala and just held on to it as he drives it up. Waikato. Here they come, Watene. Now, straightening up. The try score from the first half. There it is for Penny Gestro. Now they quickly go Rangi. Ball on the inside. Here's a try. Is it? Yes. Ponga Sullivan dots it down and it's game on.
Great work here from this Waikato side. They got the penalty. And you see here, quick play the ball. Rangi, he's become very involved in this second half, which is great to see. And Punga Sullivan is able to just reach out to that try line. But as we said, it all started off the back of that penalty that Otago gave away, allowing Waikato another chance on attack. And their confidence will be high now, Otago, going back-to-back tries. But as I said, we've seen in this second half now, as the forwards start to get tired, Waikato are really utilising their quick men, using their footwork. drawing in defenders, speed around the ruck. Also mentioned Talulu had a great break down that left edge, got his arm free, always does, but opted just to keep that ball in hand, not force anything. Good to see Waikato starting to make those adjustments.
19 minutes to play, and it's just a 10-point ball game now. Otago at 1 point. We're leading by 24 points to 0. And now it's 28 points to 18 in favour of Otago. And it will be 18 minutes to play by the time they slowly make their way back to the halfway for kickoff.
So you see Otago heading back to the halfway line. You can feel Waikato really starting to come together as a team. As we mentioned earlier during the week, they've been at the tangihanga for our kingi, so they haven't really had much time in preparation together, and you can see it really coming together in this second half.
Kick-off from Otago. Waikato will field it. Here it is for Talulu. Decides to run it himself. Powerful runner. Got rid of the first defender. Now Watene, Raihi takes it in, pumping the legs. Waikato have a spring in their step again. Watene, this time McLaren, on the halfway. Now Watene, Rangi knocks it on, unforced error.
Oh, and that's unfortunate, as you said. Waikato, they just had that spring in their step after back-to-back tries. You could see the energy in the team had lifted. Even the start of that set, just their forwards all putting their hand up with charging runs. An unfortunate error. Tuurangi, their captain, will be disappointed in that one. Just not able to maintain possession, coughing the ball up and handing over the ball to Otago just inside their half.
Otago on the halfway. This is Samate stepping away, racing away up the park. This could be an individual effort. Yes, it is. He's poking his tongue out, mocking the opposition, and a try for Samate. Just as easy as that.
Well, and that's how damaging this Otago side can be off the back of a scrum. An error from Waikato. Shift the ball out to this right edge, and it's just pure individual brilliance. He steps back inside off his right. Speed to burn. Just a little bit of extra GST put on the end of that one too.
Well, Otago score a try to just push it out to a 14-point advantage.
And that's how quick momentum can shift in these games. It was all the way of Waikato, probably the last 10-15 minutes. And then just like that, it swings back in favour of Otago with just one possession, one play of the ball.
This is to push it out to 16 points for the advantage for Otago. The conversion from McKenty is good. 34 points to 18, 15 minutes to play. So kick off Waikato. Lower kick this time, Otago bring it back through Muasika. It was for Morris, Masina, Murphy, Anstis plays dummy half. Got it on again. That was Day. Now Anstis, McKenty, ball on the inside, Otago. Up over the halfway they go through Apineru. Anstis again, free. Now Anstis comes to the open side. There it is for McKenty, goes to the heavens. This will be interesting. Otago take it. It's still the last, got the off-foot away. Here it is now for Whanua, stepping away. Got the pass off, and there it is for Otago. Anstis scores. He deserves one.
Well, he does. He's been very busy all day for this Otago side, involved in everything. Great to see him also backing up his players here, as you said. Goes way up, McKenty, up to the heavens. Great take there from Samate. And plenty of work to do for Otago. And Waikato couldn't quite get their defence. And Anstis, he's been busy all day for this Otago side.
Well, this is to put Otago into the 40-point region. Currently lead by 20. Looking to push it out to 22 points. McKenty's kick is missed. 38-18, 12 minutes to play.
Yeah, and the game just changes so quickly. Only 7 minutes ago, Otago, they're only up by 10 points. Now they've extended that with back-to-back tries to go 20 points ahead of this Waikato side, who had all the momentum with them, and then just off the back of an error, Otago able to do some damage and put 2 tries on quickly.
Kick-off from Punga Sullivan, Otago, from deep inside their own territory, bringing it back. Here's Day winding up from the back fence. Pumping the legs as well. Here it is for Anstis, the try scorer. Now Anstis. As for Murphy. He's had a strong game, the prop.
He'll just be told to take it back here, off the mark.
Anstis, Marcina coming across, then got it on. Here it is for Brown. Nowhere to go, just short of the halfway into the final 10 minutes of this match. Now coming across. Here it is for Morris. Right on the halfway, Anstis. Now, little chipping over the top, goes wide again. Chance again for Otago. Ball on the inside for Whanua. Here it is for McKenty. McKenty going inside again. And another try for Anstis. Under the posts.
Boy, he scores back-to-back double tries. So he said he's involved in everything, always in the right place at the right time. McKenty opted to send it back inside to him. Great chip over the top here. And then they just send it back inside Otago. McKenty looked like he had the speed, looked up, saw 2 Waikato defenders, and sends it to Anstis to put him under.
Troy Anstis, 2 tries today. Extra 2 points coming up. Otago are racing away with the victory here, starting their provincial rep season strong. Of course, don't forget 2 p.m. today. We will have coverage of Canterbury taking on Wellington in the Women's Premiership. That's got underway as well. McKenty for the extra 2. Good. 44-18. 8 minutes to play.
We heard the cheers from the crowd just earlier. McCantis, after scoring a double, looks like he's gone to the bench, could be done for the day. Well-deserved rest for him. Been involved in absolutely everything and finishes off his day with a double.
So Punga Sullivan bangs it downfield again. Otago struggling to control it. They've done well through Fafita. In fact, it was Marcina. Now it's there for Murphy. Otago on their own 30-metre line. They go wide again from Ellison, who moved it on. Here it is for Day. Ellison again. Now free. Powerful running again from the Otago forwards as they make it up to the halfway. Now Messina, ball on the inside. There it is for Moasika. Hard to put away. Up to the Waikato 40-metre mark. Ellison goes to the right. There it is for McKenty. Chips it over the top. Otago chasing, and to touch it goes.
Oh, and you see them just smiling at each other, having a little giggle as well. They love that play. McKenty just chipping it over the top for Samate. It's paid off previously in this game, couldn't quite do it this time. You can see exactly what they're trying to do as Waikato get possession just inside their own half.
Watene charging it up as Moala. Waikato on the halfway. Watene. This time Baratoka. On the 40. Watene. Rangi. Stepping. Got the pass away. That's fantastic work. Punga Sullivan gets his second under the posts.
Well, and this is exactly what Waikato have been good at, especially in this second half. Rangi, their captain, becoming heavily involved, using speed and footwork around the big men in the middle, and just gets the arm-free offload. And who else but Punga Sullivan there to go straight under the post.
Two tries for Punga Sullivan today. And well, time is ticking away. Roughly 5 minutes to play. Waikato need to score 4 times. It's a big ask.
They're going to try here, Hana. No kick-in tee out there yet. Clock's against him. He's wondering, do I wait? Yep, we're going to wait for the kick-in tee to come out.
Conversion good, 44-24, 5 to play.
And even though they're down by 20 points on the scoreboard, you can still see the urgency that Waikato have. Punga Sullivan quickly putting the ball down for the try. Reihana trying to take that conversion as quickly as possible.
Here it is for Nua, who kicks off. Waikato from deep inside their own territory, bringing it back again. Now, Tululu got the pass on Waikato, looking dangerous here down this left wing. There it was for Jones up to the halfway. Now Watene. There's Brown. Up inside the Otago half. Watene. Now Moala. Watene looking left and right. Comes the left. There it is for Brown. Intercepted by Otago. Now they're looking to race away. Does McKenty have the legs? I don't think he does. Still heading down that sideline. And taken nicely in the tackle by Waikato. That was Taitoko, who looks injured. And now some handbags have started unnecessarily.
Yes, Samate rushing in there. It was a great tackle from Waikato. I believe it was their fullback, Taitoko, just to take McKenty down. Didn't look like there was anything in it. And Brown here, Waikato off the kickoff, had a great set. And Brown just shifting it. McKenty, a great intercept. And streams down that right edge. Taitoko able to get him here. Nothing in it. Samate coming in. We'll see what the ref has to say. But McKenty is up, so looks like not too much damage was done there. To be fair, I think he's just trying to get his breath back from the big run he had down the sideline.
Well, the touch judge and the referee are having a long chat here to decide what they're going to do.
And he's talking to Rangi, the Waikato captain. On report,
well, there's less than 2 minutes to play. Otago looks like they're going to get a penalty. Waikato players gone on report, and Otago should have possession. With under 2 minutes to play, they'll go on the attack. Into the final 90 seconds. Apineru. Told to do it again. So Fafita winds up and has a crack, looking for the offload, decides to hold it. 10 metres out from the Waikato line into the final minute of this game. Otago will have the win. Can they finish strong as well? Here it is for Day, taking on the defence. 5 metres out from the Waikato line. Whanua gets it out, now free. Going wide, Masina, wide pass again. Here's a chance for Manuiku in the corner. He scores.
and try confirm there from the referee for Otago. Off the back of a penalty. You see them just shift the ball out wide to the edges. Great cutout ball. Still had plenty of work to do, did Manuika.
Try for Manuika, and this should theoretically be the final play of the game. A Good result for Otago, Courtney, to get their season underway.
Well, that's right, and it started from the very first whistle, the very first set. They look great. We heard it from their coach early. Made the semi-finals last year, want to go one better this year, all the way to the big dance. And you can see the way that they've played throughout this whole match. Still had some lulls in patches, allowing Waikato back into the match, allowing them to creep up that scoreboard. But they are so dangerous on attack, this Otago side. You can see it every time they have the ball, whether it's rucking it up, straight up through the middle or sending it out to their edges. Also great work from their spine all game. That man on your screen, McEntee, just controlling the ball for this Otago side when they are on attack.
Here's McKenzie's conversion. It's missed. That'll be full time here in Dunedin. 48 points to 24, the full time score. Otago have beaten Waikato. Looks like there's still time to play. Spoke too soon. That's happened too many times. Waikato will kick off. Apparently there's still 2 minutes left on the clock, or just under. Make that 90 seconds. So Waikato will kick off. Kick-off from Punga Sullivan. Otago will have touch of it again. Moasika. So into the final minute now for Noa. This is Murphy.
It was a big set defensively from Waikato. They're going to have to do it yet again and not allow something like this to happen.
Here's Marcina. Up over the halfway, still going, hard to put away, then got the pass back in field. Here's Murphy on the charge. Rangi took him. So too Watene. Otago looking to finish strong. Here it is for Whanua. Now through the hands they go. McEntee gets it out the back door. There it is for Brown. Open space here for Otago. Brown down the right wing, getting close to the touchline. Still going. There's the full-time siren. He'll take it in, and that will be full-time here in Dunedin. 48 points to 24, the full-time score. Otago, too good for Waikato.
Too good, very strong, very dominant this whole game, this Otago side. Really showing everyone in this competition that they're here and they mean business. As you said, they've got some big games coming up, but really showing first up early in this first match just how dominant they can be. Waikato too showing some great signs on attack when they do get going, especially using their fast men and their footwork through the middle of the park. Plenty of tries that we were treated to this afternoon.
Let's have a look at the second half highlights of this game. And Otago started strong. They raced away up the park through Manuika, who had a good run, a good 50-metre run. Needed some support, but he managed to step inside the field of play and wait for his attacking powers to get there. And then Otago went wide, and it was too easy for Moasika, wasn't it, Courtney?
Yeah, it was, and you can see here, just pins his ears back, goes straight all the way to the line to go over for his side. And as you said, off the back of some great work by Manuika. Waikato here, as we said, just using their quick men around Soti. He was dangerous for Waikato all day. And we see it again, Rangi getting heavily involved in the second half, using their speed and footwork, putting Punga Sullivan over for his first of two for the afternoon.
And then Otago, another powerful run, this time from Samati. He stepped away and he scored another try for Otago. And by this point, they were having a bit of fun. Then McEntee, he went to the heavens. Otago kept it alive through Whanua. and another bloke who's had a wonderful game, Anstis. He crossed over for his first, and then again for his second. This time McKenzie again going wide. It was there for Samate. They went down the sideline. Great support play inside, and Antis got his second. He had a good game today, didn't he, Courtney?
Well, he did, and he was heavily involved for this Otago side. Great to see him finish the day with 2. Captain for Waikato Rangi, just using his footwork around the big men, getting tired to put Punga Sullivan over in a great supported run there for his second of the afternoon. And then we saw it go straight down to the other end off the back of a penalty from Waikato, handing over possession. Still had plenty of work to do in Manuika, but he went over for his first try of the afternoon.
And that's all she wrote. 48 points to 24, the full-time score. Otago beating Waikato. And so Otago get their first win of the season. And Otago up next. They've got Counties Manukau. Let's go down sideline.
Congratulations on a winning start to the competition. How pleased are you with your team's performance?
Yeah, I'm stoked there. It's good to get the first win of the season. We only got 1-1 this year, so it's kind of good to get it out of the way in the first game. Yeah, I'm just happy as.
Awesome. Hey, so you're back home here next week against Counties Manukau. What are your work-ons for the team?
Probably just a bit of fitness this week at training. A few less errors from me probably. Put a few kicks out, but yeah, just get a full squad to training and rip in next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can I give a quick shout out? I just want to say thanks to our sponsors, the Kensington, and thanks to Waikato for coming down. I know they've had a tough couple of weeks, so yeah, it's good to get a game. Cheers.
No worries. Thank you.
So thoughts of the two camps, sorry, of the Otago camp. And so Otago with a happy days for them. They get their first win of the season.
And great to see these scenes here from both these sides coming together for a photo under the roof of Forsyth Bar. Great to see Provincial Rugby League in these areas, but also great to see these teams coming together.
So Waikato, I've got Akarana up next, then Auckland, Counties Manukau, Bay of Plenty. It doesn't get easier for any of these teams. It's a quick comp, but wins are important. And making the final. Let's go back down sideline.
Yeah, disappointing result for today's game. What are your work-ons for next week?
I think we knew they were going to be a good outfit, but it's just probably, and we had our moments from in the game, but it's just about holding those moments for the whole 80, or at least for most of the game, instead of having patches.
Yeah, and you went into the sheds behind at half-time. What was the message from the coaching team?
Well, after the first 20 was pretty, they put on a barrage of points, and that was pretty tough, but we found our way back into the game, and it was just about staying in the game, staying in the grind, and then working from there.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, and all the best for next week.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Kia ora.
Thoughts of the Waikato camp as we have a look to next week. Otago taking on Counties. That'll be live at 2 p.m. live on Sky Sport. Join us then. And also Waikato taking on Akarana live at 2 p.m. also on Sunday. Alrighty, that does it here as Otago have beaten Waikato by 48 points to 24 as we say cheers from Dunedin.